Hi, I'm Joe Bombaghetti with Kelly Law Offices, and I want to talk with you a little bit about what do you have to prove with regard to your case. So we get calls all the time by people who want to know, what do I have to prove to win my case? Or more importantly, they ask, am I going to win on this particular issue? And we'll always fall back to there's a burden of proof that we as the plaintiff, meaning the person who is injured and suing the other person, has to prove. And that's called by the preponderance of the evidence, or more likely true than not. Sounds a little simpler than just the movement of the hands, but it's more likely than not. Now that applies to both how your injury happened and what injuries you have as a result of the incident that gave rise to it. So for instance, you would need testimony, photographs, pictures of the scene, pictures of the vehicles, pictures of the store that you fell, whatever. And then you need testimony from people about what actually happened, and that can be people there, people saw it, or expert witnesses that have expertise on how things happen, how things are designed. So you have to prove both on the how it happened, and then you move to the medical side of it as far as what injuries came about of it. And that is only done through doctors. And we get a lot of people that'll tell us, well, I didn't have this before, but I have it now. And unfortunately, that in and of itself is not enough. You need a doctor to say it is more likely true or more likely as a result of the incident you were involved in to have these issues now than not. So for instance, say you hurt your back, and if you never had back issues before and you were involved in a car crash, probably pretty easy that a doctor is going to be able to say, because of the crash, you now have these issues. Now, if you didn't have that crash, and then all of a sudden you develop back pain, and then you get into another crash, or then you get into a crash, and then you have continuing back pain, well, that's where it gets a little tricky, because the doctor may not always be able to say more likely true than not. But hopefully that kind of gives you a little bit of a background as far as what you have to prove in a case, so that when you're thinking about what came about as a result, it's all dependent on what you can prove. You got questions about something that happened to you, please give us a call. We fight for injured people every day. We'd love the opportunity to help you.